Hello everyone. Today's video will be about the novel coronavirus. A less joyful topic than the usual ones, however, still an important one. And improved health is one of the main reasons why people choose to do a polyphasic schedule. To help everyone succeed with their goals, we want as much unbiased information to be out there as possible. If you are not on a polyphasic schedule, this video's content is still relevant to you. Over the last few weeks, there has been a lot of confusion spread through various media. In this video, I will go over what it is, what the risks are, and what you can do to prevent getting sick. All information in this video is supported by the World Health Organization or the CDC. Get your information from reputable sources and don't rely on Twitter or Facebook panics. The information in this video is up to date for the 1st of February 2020. First, what is a coronavirus? Coronavirus is a term associated with a whole group of viruses, normally connected to the common cold. So, usually a coronavirus isn't that much of a big deal, especially in otherwise healthy individuals. Normally, these viruses mutate slowly, and the human immune system is able to adapt to these slow changes. However, a very similar group of viruses also occurs in animals, and because they can evolve separately there, once it jumps from animal back to human, the changes can be very different. This can cause the effects to be a lot bigger. This is not the first time that something similar to this has happened. Previous cases are SARS and MERS. Today we will be talking specifically about the 2019 novel coronavirus, or 2019 nCoV. This virus was first identified in Wuhan, China because of an uncommonly high rate of pneumonia. The original source of this virus seems to be from bats based on the genome. However, it has been confirmed that this virus can spread between persons. The current spread of this virus is still relatively confined, and action is being taken to prevent it to spread further, for example screening at airports. However, in the following countries, one or more cases have been noted. Do note that in most of these countries, the amount of cases is still very low. So even if your country is on the list, there is no reason to panic. The current advice from the CDC is to avoid all non-essential travel to and from China. For other countries, there are currently no limitations in effect. However, do check if you plan to travel soon, because this may be updated daily. Then, on to the next topic. What can you do to prevent yourself from getting sick? As said before, this virus is mostly similar to the common cold virus. So how it is transmitted is also similar. This is by direct contact, by sneezes, or by touching an infected surface. For example, if someone first sneezed on their hand and then touched something, and you touch that. When coughing or sneezing, cover your mouth with a tissue that you throw away, or with your elbow, like so. That way, no fluids can get anywhere else. Avoid close contact with anyone who has a fever or a cough. If you have a fever, a cough, and have trouble breathing, contact medical services and give them your travel history. Be extra careful with raw animal products and prepare them properly. Watch out for cross-contamination between raw and already prepared foods. Switch to fresh clothes regularly, especially if you think you've been in contact with anyone that might be sick. One of the most important steps is to wash your hands not only often, but also in the right way. This means not just a quick rinse, but with vigorous rubbing and soap for at least 20 seconds. Try to avoid touching your face, especially your mouth and eyes, if you haven't washed your hands recently. Viruses are a tricky business though. There's still a chance you might get sick even if you take care, especially since it is the flu season in a lot of places. If you get sick, it does not mean you have 2019 nCoV though. It could be any of a range of normally occurring cold viruses, which are no reason to worry at all. At the time of filming, the treatment for 2019 nCoV is no different than the treatment for a regular cold. So if you do get sick, do the following steps. Stay home. Do not go to your job. If your boss gives you a hard time, explain that this is also the recommendation by the CDC. Perhaps you can work some from home if you're feeling okay. If possible, use a separate bathroom from other people in your home. Again, if you are actually sick, it's even more important to cover any sneezes and coughs with your elbow. Don't share dishes or cutlery with anyone else in the same household. If your symptoms get worse, especially if you get trouble breathing, contact a healthcare provider. If you go to a healthcare provider, call ahead, especially if you suspect you might have a 2019 nCoV infection, especially if you have traveled in the last 14 days. Doing this ensures they can prepare the waiting area, for example, and ensure that no one else gets infected while you are there. Now, after these sections, it may all seem quite dramatic. However, hold off on ordering that hazmat suit just yet. The chances that you get a normal cold are a lot higher in most countries, so even if you do get sick and sneeze, there's no reason to worry just yet. If you have any questions about what I explained, ask them in the comments and I will do my best to answer them for you. If you feel you may be getting sick, it's important to take a few steps to try to prevent yourself from actually getting really sick. One of the things you can do is to sleep enough. If you are currently trying to adapt to a polyphasic schedule, it may be a good idea to do recovery. Sleep as long as you can. Get your body the rest it needs. This will mean the end of this adaptation. However, your health should always take priority. More information about recovery can be found in this video. Link also in the description. Now, a more in-depth video about how sickness and polyphasic sleep go together will be published in just a week, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that. The current circumstances may also affect if your nap spot is still a good nap spot. If you are napping in a public place, you may want to take some precautions. If you can, spread a towel over the place where you will be lying down so you don't make direct contact. This towel should be changed daily. Avoid your head being in direct contact with the ground at the very least. It's a lot easier to wash your hands with soap than your face. That's all I have for you today. Stay healthy and sleep well.